I unlocked the door and stepped inside, tired and worn from the day, expecting the warmth of home. Instead, the living room was quiet, eerily so. The faint hum of the fridge was the only sound. My shoes scuffed softly on the hardwood floor as I called out, "I'm home." From the bedroom, her voice carried, calm but distant. "Take a shower and sleep on the couch. I don't want you lying with me tonight." The words hit me like ice water. I froze in place, the key still in my hand. For a moment I thought I misheard her. Maybe she was joking, teasing. But no. The tone in her voice left no room for misunderstanding. My stomach dropped. I set my bag down slowly, every step feeling heavier than the last. Her bedroom door was slightly ajar, the soft lamplight spilling into the hallway. She was standing there, wrapped in a robe, face calm, but her eyes avoided mine. "Is everything okay?" I asked cautiously, my voice wavering. "Yes," she said, almost too quickly. "Just sleep on the couch tonight." I wanted to press, to demand an explanation, but something in her demeanor, her avoidance, her stiffness, warned me. I could feel a shift, subtle but undeniable, like a tension coiled under the surface of our home. The shower was lukewarm, my hands trembling as I washed, replaying her words over and over. "I don't want you lying with me." Those words weren't just rejection. They were a wall, a separation I hadn't anticipated, a fracture in the trust one thought was unbreakable. Wrapped in a towel, I descended to the living room. The couch felt alien, foreign. I sat down, trying to anchor myself, but the quiet was suffocating. Each creak of the floorboards as she moved in the bedroom made me flinch. I wanted to peek to see what she was doing, but fear held me back. Minutes stretched into hours. Every sound, the ticking of the clock, the distant traffic outside, even the soft rustle of her movements, became a trigger for panic and suspicion. My mind spiraled through every possible scenario, each more devastating than the last. When she finally emerged, she carried herself with a normalcy that only made the silence between us heavier. She didn't sit beside me. She didn't glance my way. She moved past, heading to the kitchen, humming softly, completely absorbed in her own world. "Why?" I finally managed to ask, my voice raw. "Why can't we tonight?" She paused, hands frozen on the counter. Her face softened for a brief moment, but the truth was shielded behind her eyes. "I just need space," she said. The words were light, but they cut deeper than any scream could. I wanted to argue, to beg, to reach for some understanding. But my voice faltered. I realized that whatever was going on, it wasn't just about needing space. There was a distance between us now that hadn't been there before, a silent presence in the room that wasn't me. I sat in the living room, sleepless, as shadows stretched across the walls. The night grew long and heavy. Every thought pulled me in directions I didn't want to go. Betrayal, abandonment, failure. But I also knew that anger alone wouldn't give me answers. Morning came slowly. She emerged from the bedroom looking like nothing had changed, as if the night's cold division had never existed. She offered a soft smile, trying to bridge the gap, but the wedge remained. I finally asked the question I had been avoiding, one I feared the answer to. "Is there someone else?" Her eyes dropped, refusing my gaze. Silence answered me first, then a sigh, barely audible. I don't know if I can tell you everything right now." My heart sank, and I realized that her avoidance, the coldness, the insistence on separation, it wasn't just moodiness. It was a barrier. She was keeping a part of herself hidden, something that belonged to someone else. We moved through the day mechanically, performing the rituals of a couple still in love, but the air was thick with unspoken truths. I watched her, studied every expression, every pause, trying to find cracks, signs, hints. That evening, when she finally spoke, it was in a whisper, as if saying it aloud might shatter her courage. "I made a mistake. I don't know why I did it." My chest tightened. "Someone else." "Yes," she admitted, tears glistening in her eyes. "It didn't mean anything, not like us. But it's real, and it happened." I felt the room tilt around me, the floor giving way beneath my feet. I wanted to scream, to demand her leave, to leave myself. But mostly I felt hollow. "You expect me to just accept this?" I whispered. She shook her head, her voice trembling. "I don't know. I just know I want to fix it. If you let me." I didn't respond. There were no words that could undo the betrayal, no logic that could soothe the wound. I sat on the couch, staring at the cushions where I had spent hours waiting, contemplating, suffering. The separation, the shower, the couch. It had all been a prelude, a signal that our life together had changed irrevocably. Night fell again. I slept on the couch, rigid, alert, haunted by images of the life I thought I had and the fracture I had just discovered. Trust, fragile and delicate, had been chipped away in silence. I realized that the night on the couch wasn't punishment. It was a revelation, a moment forced upon me to confront the truth in its rawest form. In the morning, we sat across from each other at breakfast, the tension a tangible thing between us. She reached for my hand, tentative, but I hesitated. The space we had occupied the night before lingered, a shadow neither of us could ignore. "I'm sorry," she said softly, voice barely audible. "I never meant for it to go this far." "I don't know if sorry is enough," I admitted. "But we'll see. If we can even rebuild from this." She nodded, tears slipping silently down her cheeks. In that moment, I understood that the path forward would be slow, filled with hesitation and doubt. But I also realized that the night on the couch had taught me something I hadn't known before. Betrayal isn't just in the act itself, but in the spaces left behind. The silent, empty places that make you confront the truth about the ones you love, and about yourself. And as I sipped my coffee, staring out the window at the morning light, I understood that trust, once broken, demands more than forgiveness. It demands reckoning, honesty, and time. Whether we could survive it remained uncertain, but at least now, the truth was no longer hidden in shadows.